Ever wonder what it was like to raise kids in the 1950s? Today, we're diving into a vintage parenting guide, following strict rules from the past to see how they hold up in today's world. The structured schedule. In the 1950s, kids' lives were organized down to the minute. Schedules were seen as essential for discipline and stability, and there wasn't much room for flexibility. Today, parenting experts suggest allowing kids some autonomy, letting them have wiggle room in their day. Sticking to such a rigid schedule in 2024 was challenging, especially with our child's natural need for freedom and creativity. By noon, we were already 5 minutes behind, and by bedtime, let's just say the schedule was a thing of the past. The no talking back rule. 1950s parents emphasized no talking back, seeing it as essential for respect and authority. Kids were expected to follow instructions without questioning, while today, we encourage open communication, even when our kids disagree. This rule didn't exactly go as planned. In 2024, we're used to negotiating and giving kids a voice, so enforcing this felt strange. Our child's natural curiosity and opinions clashed with this rule, and it was a reminder of how much times have changed. Chores build character. In the 1950s, chores were seen as character builders. Kids were given daily responsibilities to toughen up and learn hard work. Modern parenting often includes chores too, but with an emphasis on learning responsibility rather than just building character. We learned that while giving kids chores can be valuable, expecting them to master cleaning tasks alone can lead to more frustration than character building. Today, we'd probably emphasize teamwork, making chores more of a shared effort. The no complaining zone. The 1950s guide stressed a no complaining rule, believing that toughening up kids meant teaching them to accept things without question. In 2024, we know that processing emotions is important, and kids are encouraged to express their feelings constructively. We quickly saw that suppressing complaints didn't make for a happier or more resilient child. It just bottled things up. While no complaining may have taught patience back then, today we believe in encouraging emotional expression, helping kids learn to handle feelings rather than burying them. Perfect manners and politeness. Politeness was everything in the 1950s. Kids were expected to have perfect manners and show respect at all times. Today, manners are still important, but they're often taught with a focus on kindness and understanding rather than strict etiquette. While we saw some positive changes, we noticed our child's frustration too. Today, we might focus more on empathy and being considerate rather than perfect manners. It's about balancing courtesy with authenticity. Children should be seen, not heard. One of the biggest contrasts came with the rule, children should be seen, not heard. In the 1950s, kids were expected to stay quiet, especially during adult conversations. Today, we view children's voices as valuable, encouraging them to join in and ask questions. Our child quickly got restless, and we couldn't help but see how unnatural this felt. In 2024, we value curiosity and treat kids as active participants in family life, letting them contribute rather than silencing them. Reflections and modern-day insights. After a full week of following these vintage rules, we came away with a lot of insight. Some 1950s ideas, like encouraging structure and chores, still hold value. But strict discipline and silence didn't feel like the right fit for our family in 2024. Today's parenting is about balance, creating routines and setting expectations while also supporting our kids' voices and feelings. We came out of this experiment with a new appreciation for both the old and the new. So, could you parent like it's the 1950s? Let us know which rules you'd try or avoid in the comments.